All right, I am going to do, by popular demand, we are going to do our reaction warm-up. So what does that mean? We won't get super complicated today. We're just gonna go left, right, burpee. So we are on the spot, we're jogging, and for 1.5 minutes, I'm gonna say left, and you go to the left of your mat. I'm gonna say right, we're gonna go to the right of our mat. I call burpee, we're down, and back up. So 1.5 minutes starts now. Let's go. Start off nice and slow. We're gonna go to the right. Gonna go to the left. Get nice and low when we do this. Going to the right. Going to the left. And we're burpee. Going to the right. Going right. Now pick up the pace a little bit. Going to the left. Going left. Right. Left. Right. Burpee. Left. Left. Keep going. We're almost there. Left. What's coming next? Burpee. Do a burpee again. Going right. Going left. We're burpee. And we're finishing with that. That was 1.5 minutes. Okay. Let's start with our dynamic stuff now. So start with our forward arm swings. Nice small circles, working bigger. And then I'm gonna do one at a time to get nice and close to my ear. Feeling good. Going backwards, small circles. Working bigger. All right. Let's move on to the mat or on the ground. We're gonna do our torso work. So today we're gonna go nice and flat and we're gonna rotate. Loosen up that lower back. Do 5 per side. Go as far as you can go. If it's only here today, no problem. Let's stretch out that lower back. Once we've done 5, let's get to our side position. I'm gonna open up, cross body. We'll do 5 per side. And then move to my other side. For some of us, it's better day on our feet, or we sit all day at work. Loosening up that lower back is important for us to get started here. Try to keep those legs on the ground as we reach with that shoulder blade. And if that hand can get all the way, great. If not, we just work on that every day. Good work, guys. We're gonna stay down there when we can. Once we're done those torso rotations, and we're gonna get into a kneeling position. And we're gonna get our hands over our head. We're gonna drive that hip forward. All right, we wanna stay in that position. 30 seconds, keep driving it forward. Try to keep a neutral pelvis. Let's not dive into it. Let's stay nice and neutral. And we're sitting there for 30 seconds. All right. I'm gonna take my arm, my inside hand, I'm gonna put it inside my foot, and I'm gonna reach that elbow right down and inside. Every week we wanna see if we can get a little deeper. Nice. Down inside there, 15 seconds. And back out. Good work. Let's work on that other leg. Hands over our head. Driving those hips forward. see I'm trying to stay nice and straight, not leaning into it. We're here for at least 30 seconds. Bobbing a little bit, trying to get a little bit extra depth if I can. At the 30-second mark, I'm taking that inside hand, put it inside, and then work down for 15 seconds. All right. Let's come out. We got one more to do on the mat here. We're gonna do 8 dive bomber push-ups. So we're high and low and back out. Okay, once you've done those, think about trying to slither under a bar as we're going under and back out. Not too worried about the push-up motion, but I want to really get that spine nicely curved up and back both times. 8 of those, here we go. Okay, so we're going to start our glute activation here, guys. If you have a loop band, grab it. We've got 2 movements today. We're gonna start with our line climbs. We've done those before. We're doing 10. So we're gonna be on our side. And I'm just gonna talk about it again. Range of motion is the most important thing. Getting halfway doesn't matter. I don't even care if your band is super high tension. Let's focus on getting up to full range of motion. We're gonna do 10 of those with a 2-second hold at the top, making sure you're all the way out. Alright, then you're gonna flip sides, just 10 on the other side. Focus on good range of motion, holding at the top. Yes, alright. Now I'm gonna take the band off for this one. But we're moving right into this. We're gonna get ourselves into like a froggy position. We're here and we're driving our hips up. It's the same thing as a glute bridge, but we're driving our hips up. We're doing 10 of those. And focus on firing those glutes. That one eliminates, not completely, but eliminates our hamstrings from taking over. So focus on using your glutes. You got 2 more rounds of those, all the way to 10. Let's get on to that second round. Once you finished your first set of frog glute bridges, focus on those baby climbs, nice and wide. 2 seconds at the top. Alright. Take my band off for the next movement. If you feel like you've mastered those and they're a little too easy on that glute bridge in that froggy position, you can add some weight. Just rest the dumbbell or the kettlebell on your pelvis, on the right or left hip. Finish our third set here. Let's go.
Broken dreams in my pocket.
Yes. Let's do it.
Like a locket. Carve your name in my mind, 'cause you caught it. You caught it. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you know it. Me under the street like right there. I'm so I could show you. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you glow.
There we go. Finish strong. Finish strong. Okay guys, we're going to do our core today right now, rather than the last couple of weeks when we've gotten to the end. We got 3 movements, done most of them before. 3 movements, 10 reps, 3 sets. Here we go. On our butt, and we're doing leg raises. Remember, this is completely controlled. We're not ripping through it. Then we're cross body sprinter crunches. So we're up. All right. And then if you got some weight and you want to do weighted crunches, if not, we're doing reach sort of nice and high. So here we go. Start with our leg raises to 10. Control the whole time. We do opposite leg, opposite arm. That's 10. And then we're gonna do our crunch. You can do it weighted, or you can do just reach to the ceiling. There we go. 1 down, 2 to go. Little 30-second break here. Just remember, guys, we all think about core in a muscle that's there for movement. It is, but it creates movement through stability. So it's there to protect us. It's there to stabilize our spine and our hips. So when we're doing this movement, let's think about keeping this arm from not moving. Let's think about keeping this leg from not moving. So let's lock them in when we're moving. That's what we were practicing on Tuesday with the dead bugs. The core's primary purpose is to create stability. Here we go, on to the second set. Leg raises first. Focus on good controlled stability. And when we get to those cross body, everything in our brain should tell us, keep the opposite locked in.
Boy, you better step back, we're talking a cat phone. Don't wanna be your lover, eh. Got plans, get in the bag, letting my vibe from the night. Alright, moving it slowly. Moving it slowly. All I wanna do is dance, dance, dance. Get romance. Dance, dance, dance. Moving it slowly. All I wanna do is dance, dance, dance. It's a fun
Yes.
Let me ask.
2 down, 1 to go. If we're holding weight, let's reach for the ceiling. Let's reach nice and high.
Changing my focus
Yes.
tonight. Don't even worry about it.
Developing strong humans, I love it.
We keep throwing these shapes in the air like I care, but I don't.
Okay. Got another set here in about 25 seconds. And then we get to start the real work. Okay. 10 of each. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then opposite. You guys are killing it. Yes. Yes. That's just the beginning. Here we go. Okay, while you guys finish up here, I'm gonna talk a little bit. We're doing a superset on our first movement. We're doing 3 rounds, 12 reps each, okay? The first movement is going to be a walking single leg deadlift. I'd recommend everybody in the first set will do it with no weight. All I want us to do is lean, get into it. So, all right, let me do that again. Lean into it. Swing my leg through, lean into it. If you have to turn around, lean into it. Swing my leg through. Okay? Well, we're gonna balance before we add weight. 12 of them. I don't need 12 per leg, I need 12 total. We reach down, keeping this leg fairly straight, little bend in it. Leg behind us goes out, through. Same thing, nice straight back. When we're done that, we go into split squats. All right? This one is 12 per leg. Again, I recommend doing it unweighted. 2 options, you can either do them here without a bench, but I want you driving your hips forward. If you have a place to elevate, let's do it here and work on range of motion. So we're down. You can see how I'm diving down nice and deep. All right, so 2 movements, 3 sets. 12 reps apiece. Here we go. I'm going to do my first set of walking RDLs with no weight. So we're doing 12. Stretching out those hands and those glutes a little bit. Then I'm gonna get into my split squat. My first split squat movement, I'm just gonna do it from the ground. I'm not even gonna elevate my back foot, and we're going forward for 12. I don't want a stationary lunge where we're going up and down. I want to slide a little bit forward. Doesn't have to be super far, but a little forward. And then the other way. All right, good work. You gotta get 35 seconds. If we don't have enough space to string 2 or 3 walking single RDLs together, I'm okay with us doing 1 and 2 and just doing them stationary, okay? I'm okay with that. I'm gonna do my next set stationary so that I can show folks how to do it, and I'm gonna do it with some weight. We go in about 10 seconds. So here we go. Standing still, you're like this. Down, swing my leg back through. Down, swing my leg back through. In 3, 2, 1. That's 12 total. That's roughly 6 per leg. Is 6 per leg. And then we move into our split squats. If you feel really good about this movement that we've worked on, we elevate that back foot, but we don't want to add weight until we can get right here. All right, so I'm doing 12. Work on that range of motion. We want that more than we want to add weight. Good job, guys. I see some of you guys stabilizing yourselves with something. That's great. Good work. Keep fighting. Those are not easy by any stretch. Okay, 35 seconds, 40 seconds. One more to go. If we feel really good and we want to add weight, this is when we can do it. But let's start something manageable. We will build to something stronger over the 8 weeks. So if you're ready to add weight to your split squats, you can hold it in the middle or you can hold it on the sides. All right? For those of us that are still just working with bands, you can still do the same thing. You put the band underneath the foot that's working, you grab them like they have handles, and you're still working. All right, single leg deadlift, start now. Last set, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna do mine walking. into our split squats. I'm gonna do a couple different mods here to show you. I'll start my first set, holding the weight high, and I'm down. My range of motion doesn't suffer. I'm feeling really good. And I want to do both legs. Both hands have weight in them. Here we go. And then for those of us just doing them from the flat ground, I can even hold it in like a front rack position, and I'm good. First set is done. Right, grab some water as I talk about our second superset. Everybody is going to get into a high plank position. And all we're going to do is step out and walk. And we're doing 12 of these. Okay? Once you've done those 12, we hop onto our back, on the mat, on the floor, and we're doing 12 floor press, but we're doing one arm at a time. And the other one's holding high. If you only have one dumbbell, I want the other arm up above you, okay? If we're doing bands, goes around my back, same thing, one arm held high, and we press to 12. All right, pick the weight that you can do 12 reps with while holding the dumbbell or the kettlebell over your head. Let's start with our high plank walks for 12. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Once I'm done by 12, right to the floor. I'm gonna hold one down hook, and over my chest, the other one's working. There we go. Good work, guys. I see y'all working. Keep it up. Walk that arm out at the top. Don't let it go limp. Push it out. Yes. Keep fighting. I know it's not easy. All right. There we go, got 35 seconds. Breaks will get a little longer as we progress through the sets. Got 2 more of those to go. When we're doing our high planks, focus on keeping our chest nice locked out. Let's not get too soft in And let's keep our nice and flat through that torso. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. My arms are locked out and my torso's flat.
I remember the days, always at the same place, same people every day. I will never forget this black old Corvette standing in front of my way.
There we go.
We were both in high school. I thought I was a fool. Oh, when I was falling for you, you keep drawing me in, and I know it's a sin, but even so, yeah, I need you. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feel so bittersweet, knowing I can leave. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat on my heart and face. 'Cause you taste like candy.
So a reminder for some of you that might not have weights of the same weight, you can always take a lighter dumbbell for the iso movement and one for the walkout, and then switch them so that the one holding is the lighter weight and the one working is the heavier weight. There's always ways to get our work in, guys. Always ways. All right. One more to go.
You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat on my heart and face. 'Cause you taste like
We got 30 seconds and we're into our plank walks again. Couldn't see everybody, but the ones I could see were good. We're getting high and we're focusing on good, deliberate movements. All right. And we do them again here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm high.
taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. Feel so bittersweet, knowing I can live. You taste like candy. Eat you on a Sunday. I can feel the beat in my heart and clear. 'Cause it tastes like candy.
It's hard for me to let go, but I think that I'm finally feeling good again. So hard 'cause I loved you, but I'm finally feeling like myself. All of the wounds that were opened by you are now closing. I finally know how to live without hurting myself. I think that I am moving on 'cause I do feel less broken.
Great work, guys.
I needed a sign, this is a sign that I'm healing.
Great work. Almost there. Almost there. Only about 20 more minutes worth of work. You guys are well over halfway. All right. We're gonna do overhead. We're doing overhead reverse lunges, guys. I want it to be a deficit if possible. So when I say deficit, we can start both feet on an elevated platform if we have it, and we step back. All right? If we can do overhead, this is where I want us. We're doing 12 per leg. I just roll up my old yoga mat. We can use a step if you feel like that's unstable. I'm okay with us not always coming back to the step. I'm okay with it being right below it. All right? But we're doing 12 per leg. Just that. That's not a superset. 12 per leg. Here we go. In 3, holding the weight over your head. I want it elevated. 2, 1, backing up. If your shoulders are burning, you can put the weight down, or you can bring it into your chest, but only when those shoulders are toast. Good work, 12 per leg. All right, 35-second break here. Get some water. Good work, guys. Keep working. We got about 10 seconds, and we go again. Okay. Honestly, guys, just for comparison or just for reference sake, I'm only using a 10-pound kettlebell, and my shoulders are toast by the time I'm done 25. So that's just a reference point. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. 2 down, 1 to go. And we can be doing this from the flat ground as well. If we have no step or anything to rise us, we can still just be stepping back. 1 more to go. Get some water. Let your body recover a little bit here. We got 1 more to do. Okay. I'm gonna do them from the flat ground to show us the last alternative. And we're gonna do it now. In 3, 2, 1. Overhead. Reach into the ceiling, walk out those arms, don't let them get bent, walk them right out. Pro leg. Great work, guys. Great work. talk for a minute. Well, you guys get some water. Okay, we're doing one more superset before we hit our finisher. I want us to do T's and Y's. Those of you guys have been around a little bit, perfect, you know what you're doing. Bend over, I'm still perfectly flat to the ground. My thumbs to the ceiling. Doing 10 reverse fly style, unweighted T. Then I go to a Y, and I try to touch the ceiling with my thumbs, but my back stays perfectly flat. When we're done those, we're going to a kneeling overhead press, okay? I don't want our torso twisting to get that weight up. Think about walking our core out and pressing to the ceiling. And that's 10 per arm. Here we go. We start our T's and Y's right now. I hinge at my hips, and I do 10 of these. And I'm into my Y's. You can see my back is still flat. I didn't round it out to get there. Then we're on to one knee. Yeah, just get that back nice and flat. And good solid torso. Think about a straight line down the middle of our body as we press out to 10. Face you guys now when I do this. Think about a straight line down the middle of my body and I'm not moving. There you go. Finish strong. Finish strong. Yes. Killing it. Okay. Little break, 35 seconds per side. For a few of us here, and then we're right back to it. So little coaching point, I guess. When we get to those shoulder presses, we don't necessarily have to let that drop all the way down to here. If we get to this point, we're probably going to be a little bit safer on that shoulder joint. If you don't feel anything, you can definitely try to get it below that 90-degree mark. But getting to 90 is safe and effective. Okay, T's and Y's. We start now. I'll show you the front view. Looking right at you, staring at the floor. And then Y's. Trying to touch the ceiling without moving my back. And then we are in to overhead press. Same thing, think about midline and press. Good work. Good work. One more to go. "30 seconds still, guys. 30 seconds. Get water if you need it. We'll start up again shortly." Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Focus on getting that back to a flat, neutral position before we move. Think about it being like a tabletop. And then we just move a little bit. It's not a huge, long movement, just a little one. Squeezing the middle of our back together, and then here. Gonna watch you guys for some coaching. Get nice and flat. Some of you guys are doing great. Some of you guys are popping up a little bit. Staring at the floor. Good job. Good job. And then, nice neutral spine as we press. No leaning. Focus on keeping those scabs stacked on our hips, and it also becomes a back movement if we're really engaged. Okay, that's the bulk of the work. Now we got a little finisher. All right, this is 8 reps. We go 3 minutes on, 1 minute off, okay? We gotta do 8 air squats. So, just 8 air squats. Then, we're 8 overhead press. Now, I prefer if you guys did it as a push press, where you dip and press. For some of us, we would have to go to a little bit of a heavier weight for that to be necessary, so go ahead and try. If you only got 1 dumbbell, it's still a press out. And you can do 4 per arm. We're immediately into bicep curls and tricep extensions, okay? So we can do 1, and we can do, I'm at 2, and then 1. So we got 4 movements. Air squats, push press, bicep curls, and tricep extensions, 8 reps, 3 minutes on, 1 minute off. Then we start. If you're feeling really good, go ahead and grab a weight for those squats. In 3, 2, 1. And we are push pressing. Little dip in my hips and fire. If you're working with 1 dumbbell, get that hand to your side and just fire those hips. Shouldn't become a shoulder movement until the very top. Then I'm doing 8 bicep curls. I'm putting it over top. 8 tricep extensions. And then I'm feeling good, so I'm gonna grab a little weight for my squat. Then I'm into my push press. Let's go. 3 minutes worth of work. And then back to biceps. Keep going, you're halfway there. Keep fighting. Just gonna raise the weight a little bit. I'm going into, I'm squatting with weight for 8. And then we're push pressing. Get those dips in. Batter from those hips. Keep going, 20 seconds. You got more reps in you. Don't stop. You're done. You're all done. Stop where you're at. Know what rep you're on. You're gonna get a minute break. We're gonna do one more of those. One more before we go home. The push press should be a quad and hip flexor movement before it becomes a shoulder movement. So really focus on weight on your heels, down a little bit, firing really hard. If you have to get on your toes, give it a good push. Let your legs do all the work, all right? We could really talk about the place explosive movements have in building lean muscle. Don't have time to do that tonight, so just trust me. Really fire those legs through to generate some power. All right. If we're adding weight to our squats, let's focus this time. Normally I'm always like nice and slow. And this time, let's focus on powering out every time. We can go slow down, but we're coming out hard. Here we go, 3 minutes. Starts. 3, 2, 1. Control and out. Keep going. Keep going. Focus on generating power from those hips. Over halfway there. Keep going. Fight it. Fight it. Thirty seconds to go. You can finish strong.
Let's go out
Finish the movement you're on and you're done. And you're done. Woo-wee! Pumping up those arms, pumping up those shoulders, pumping up those quads. Jeez. All right. Guys, it's 7:30.